Further debate? Recognize the member for Algoma, Manitoulin.
Well, thank you, Speaker, and it is wonderful to again take my place on behalf of the good people of Algoma, Manitoulin. Somewhat a little bit frustrated this morning is where we have this bill, this motion 33 under a time allocation, one of the most, according to this government, comprehensive, with many schedules, with a lot of changes that is happening, dramatic changes that are happening within our healthcare sector. And we're not going to go out and talk to the public about this. We're not going to go throughout the entire province and hear and get some feedback from them. We are going to rely on the fact that we know best. Well, that is wrong. I am sorry, that is wrong. This is something that is going to be affecting each and every one of our Ontarians here in this province. And the fact that we're not going to go out and listen to community members, organizations, healthcare providers, frontline workers, and community leaders, that is just wrong. That is absolutely wrong. And the fact that you're shutting down the debate on this, where there was previous accommodations that had been done at the committee stages, we had indicated to this government, like, listen, we are going to try to move this along as quickly as possible as we can through the committee stages in order to get to public hearings so that we, you know what, we can go out and accommodate the public and get out to the communities that we need. Not only in some of those communities where a lot of this government is very Toronto-eccentric and adherent in Toronto, but guess what? There's Northern Ontario in my riding of Algoma, Manitoulin, Kenora Rainy River, Nipissing. There's many communities, Timmins, there's Mushkegowuk and the First Nations communities. My goodness, Speaker, this is just wrong of this government to not put this out to the public in order to have some discussions. This bill is a huge transformation of what is there, and there are some big questions in regards to what people have and some huge concerns. It opens up the door to privatization. It opens up the door for profit healthcare system. And it does, and it will. It's the path. There is a trail that is going to be opened up in order to do this. And that's a huge concern. And if it is no, let's put it out to the public. Let's get out there so you can hear what the concerns are from those individuals so you can either change, amend, modify, take it back, and really consider what the concerns are for the people that are out there, because I hear it in all my hospitals. I hear it in all my long-term care homes. I hear it from the frontline workers that are working in the homes. There's a big concern about this. And it does open up the door. It does create a path where people are going to be subject, where we're going to have our public dollars that are going to be going to profit, that are going to be going to, and why are individuals from the private sector interested in it? Because there's a profit to be made. They're looking at this big egg, Easter's coming up, right, Speaker? And they're looking to cash in on this egg. And guess what? It's not going to be a Kinder Surprise that's going to be in there. So when we say that we have to go out, like, this is a huge change. None of this was mentioned during the last campaign by this government. None. Not a word. Well, there's a lot of things that wasn't mentioned. That wasn't mentioned in the context of the last campaign. Mind you, we had a very nice, detailed, laid-out platform, which resonated with a lot of Ontarians, and the government, I'm still looking for their platform, but it's just a huge transformation that is happening, and the fact that we're now going to reach out and actually sit down, open it up so that the public can come in from all of our organizations, our schools, our seniors, our children. How are they going to be affected? Our organizations. So, Speaker, the fact that we're shutting down the debate on this is another thing that is concerning, and it's a path that this government has decided to take. And I have to say, the member from, oh geez, give me a second there, Speaker. Where are you? Where's my friend? Oh geez, yes, the member from Renfrew, Nipissing, Pembroke. My goodness, when I remember in the previous, he was just sitting over here. And when the previous Liberal government would come in and talk about time allocation, well, we all know this, he would bring that hand up and he would, oh my goodness, government is shutting down debate. Well, why is it different now that the government is in this position, shutting down debate on this, on such a piece of legislation that is so important for Ontarians that we have to really, I'm pleading on this government, like really, let's get out and let's hear from Ontarians so that we can make this better. Our role as an opposition is to do exactly that. Like, I take my role in opposition very seriously. I always try to provide a different perspective. I try to provide a positive perspective in regards to what needs to be done and how things need to be changed. And for us to say that we are going to deny, and that's what we're doing, we're denying the public the opportunity to be heard, the organizations, is wrong. And I can't say that enough about this particular action that this government has taken in regards to time allocating this specific bill. It is a huge piece of legislation, and we need to get out to the public and hear what they have to say. Alors, quand tu regardes ce projet de loi, Monsieur le Président, c'est vraiment une pièce de législation qui est extrêmement complexe, qui a beaucoup d'échelles, beaucoup d'étapes, beaucoup de gens et puis de communautés, d'organisations qui vont se faire toucher par les changements qui sont dans ce projet de loi. Et puis, quand on prend en considération qu'on ne prend pas le temps, prendre le temps de vraiment regarder à c'est quoi qu'on est en train de discuter dans ce projet de loi. Parce que ça rouvre les portes. Ça rouvre des portes de concern pour plusieurs organisations, plusieurs personnes qui sont dans nos hôpitaux, qui sont dans nos services, qui sont dans nos maisons à long terme. Et puis, ça rouvre la porte à la privatisation, ça rouvre la porte à des services pour un profit. Et puis, pourquoi que ça arrive, pourquoi que ça fonctionne pour le secteur privé, c'est que tu regardes à un montant d'argent que nous, le public, qu'on met envers les services, et puis quand on regarde, à place d'avoir ce montant d'argent-là du public pour les soins, et puis ça va dans les poches de les gens qui sont là pour le profit. Moi, j'ai un gros problème avec ça, puis il y a plusieurs des Ontariens qui ont des gros problèmes avec ça. Et puis, c'est frustrant de voir que ce gouvernement ici ne va pas prendre le temps avec cette pièce de législation ici, et puis faire la motion pour éliminer le débat, faire certain que les gens, comme on a tout le droit dans cette maison ici, avoir un point de vue, avoir des idées, à donner une contribution à ce projet de loi. Moi, je suis très fier de prendre ma position ici, d'être le membre d'Algoma-Manitoulin et puis emporter les points de vue que moi j'ai entendus de les hôpitaux, les personnes de service dans la mienne, mes communautés. Mais il y a plusieurs autres gens qui sont ici dedans, puis eux autres, vous êtes en train d'ôter leur privilège. Pas seulement le privilège des députés qui sont ici, mais de les gens qui représentent quand ils prennent leur siège dans cette maison. Ça, c'est un gros problème. On devrait avoir la chance d'emporter nos idées, nos contributions, et puis prendre notre rôle sérieux de vous offrir des idées. Sinon, pas seulement de vous grocher des pierres et puis dire « Ah, vous êtes machin, machin ». On a des contributions à faire. Même au temps du comité, où ce que les gens qu'on avait, qui nous représentaient au comité, avaient fait des offres de passer le montant de temps, le limiter au temps de comité pour qu'on puisse le sortir du comité et puis le rendre au public pour avoir plus d'occasions pour avoir les gens du public à offrir leurs idées, à donner leurs inquiétudes, à offrir leurs changements au projet de loi que le gouvernement apporte en avant. So I'm going to pass it off to some of my other members because time allocation, Speaker, as you know, is very short. And the frustrating part is it's going to be silencing a lot of my caucus members. And not only my caucus members, but there are other members that are in here. Even government members are going to be silenced on this. Like, I'm sure when you go knocking on a door, not everybody says, yes, you're doing a great job. Come on now. I know I get some that are not happy with me. Come on now. Look at yourselves in the mirror. Not everybody is happy with what you're doing. My goodness. But to deny those individuals the opportunity to voice their opinion? Wow, okay, all right. Everybody loves me in Algoma-Manitoulin, if you want truth be told. There you go, there. But anyways, I'm just saying, it's just to deny Ontarians, not us. Because this is not about us. This is not about this government. This is about a dramatic piece of legislation that's going to be affecting each and every Ontarian. And for us to say, we know best, we don't want to hear from you, I have a big problem with that, Speaker.